It took me 53 episodes to understand why this show is called Dr. Romantic. And after season 1, I was convinced somebody was trolling us. But it's still straight green on the Krew Meter. This one's for everyone. And a quick reminder, green means it's for everyone, anyone can enjoy it. Yellow means proceed with caution, as in you gotta be into the vibes. And red means niche vibes only, not for the majority of us. What's good, KDramaKrew? This your girl KC Michelle. Here's the tea. I'm here to help you figure out where drama belongs on your watch list. Now let's get into it. Now before y'all come for me, hear me out. Because when I started season 1, I was waiting for the romance to enter the chat because, hello, it's in the name. And I kept waiting and waiting and waiting some more. Meanwhile, people were getting rushed to surgery, blood was flying, hospital politics was politicking, and Master Kim was out here performing medical miracles like he had the cheat codes enabled. By the end of season 1, I was convinced somebody in the marketing department had a very loose definition of romance. But after all 3 seasons, I finally get it, metaphorically speaking. Season 1 could have easily been called Not for the Squeamish, because listen, I've watched medical dramas before. I've seen surgeries, seen blood. I've seen doctors yelling dramatic things in operating rooms. But Dr. Romantic came out the gate determined to make sure everybody knew exactly what kind of show they signed up for. There were moments where I was genuinely questioning whether I needed to look away from the screen. And I did. But underneath all the shock value, the thing that kept me watching wasn't the medicine. It was the questions. How much should healthcare cost? What happens when profit and patient care collide? How much of yourself can you give before there's nothing left? And standing in the middle of all of that was Master Kim. Not the loudest person in the room, not the richest, and definitely not the most politically connected. He was just a man stubborn enough to believe that patients should come first, every single time. Then season 2 rolled in, and honestly, the subtitle for that should have been Eavesdrop Edition, because confidentiality wasn't just broken, it felt like it didn't exist. Every episode, somebody was overhearing a conversation they absolutely should not have been hearing. Can you say HIPAA violation? But what I loved about season 2 was the conflict. Not just doctor on doctor, not just hospital politics, but antagonist fighting antagonist. Watching powerful people turn on each other while Master Kim quietly kept moving toward his goal was incredibly satisfying. Because while everybody else was playing chess, Master Kim was playing a completely different game. Then season 3 starts off with a bang, literally and metaphorically. And confession time. I actually started season 3 years ago, probably when it actually first aired, and I was confused. I felt like I was missing some information, and then I found out that there were nearly 40 episodes before it. And at that time, that felt like a commitment I was not ready for. So I dropped it expeditiously. But somewhere between then and now, I tried to finish Reply 1988 in a weekend. I didn't realize it wasn't physically possible. Whoopsie. And after surviving Reply 1988, my tolerance for long storytelling changed completely. So I came back to it, and I'm glad I did, because season 3 feels like the payoff for everything that came before it. The stakes are bigger, the threats are bigger, the emotions hit harder, and finally, the title made sense. Because Dr. Romantic isn't about romance, at least not in the way most of us think about it. It's about believing in something bigger than yourself. It's about idealism. It's about refusing to become cynical. It's about caring for people, even when it's inconvenient, expensive, exhausting, and sometimes heartbreaking. Master Kim isn't romantic because he's chasing love. He's romantic because he still believes medicine can be humane. And once I realized that, the title stopped feeling weird. It felt as if there could be no other option. Also, can we talk about that mixtape for a second? Because Master Kim and his student have excellent taste. I had to pause to read the playlist, and seeing Aaliyah and Candy Burris, W choices. Now, the fact that these songs were on a cassette tape instead of CDs had me feeling some type of way, because weren't we burning CDs by then? Somebody explain it to me in the comments, because I spent way too much time thinking about that. I ain't old. But I digress. Now, by the end of season 3, I wasn't emotional because of a romance storyline. I was emotional because of what Doldum Hospital represented. A mission, a community, a group of people trying to do the right thing when backing down would have been easier. And that's why this series lands firmly in the green category for me. Now, my rec comes with a warning. If graphic medical procedures make you squeamish, you may struggle. And 53 episodes is a serious commitment. But if you enjoy medical dramas, strong character development, and stories that actually reward your investment, Dr. Romantic delivers. Now, if the industry chooses to bless us with a season 4, listen carefully. If Nurse O doesn't scream, Mr. Cool! If Chief Jang isn't secretly scheming to make sure Dalton gets everything it needs, if Master Kim isn't out here being the MacGyver of emergency medicine, if our favorite anesthesiologist isn't serving noodles after a difficult surgery, if at least one couple doesn't steal a kiss between emergencies, and if some rookie doctor doesn't walk into the hospital on a Friday night and say, "Ooh, it sure is quiet today," throw the whole season away. I don't even want it. So Krew, if you've already watched Dr. Romantic, where does it land on your Krew meter? Green, yellow, or red, and why? Let's get a discussion going below. And if you're looking for another drama about people trying to change their lives and get a second chance at becoming the version of themselves that they want to be, check out my review of Second Shot at Love. There's actual romance in this one. And as always, if you're feeling this kind of content and you want to see more like it, you know what you gotta do.